up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. Keep the rest. Hey, I got that check to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Look, I defeated my fears, so could tell of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa. At beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jones on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Winston. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Deshaun Jackson, 35 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive
first
end,
down.
he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So some early intrigue here as we've reached the end of the first quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Ryan to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got Sue. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 27 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Winston, he's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. 3rd and long for Winston. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now Matt Bryant, who spent 4 seasons in a Buccaneer uniform. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Winston. And Blake has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. The carry here for the big tight end. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, you got 3 down. 20. Space. 21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, then fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Throwing, Winston. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready, blue lady.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A first down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 8. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, that's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. To throw on third down. Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Ryan on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a 1st down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
What a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the 1st.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On second down, Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Ryan. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And, he's going to be blocked down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan, now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Winston here to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Ryan on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost To the 25.
Hey, Tuesday. 21. Gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
20. Wait. Gun. Stay. Wait. Let go.
On second down, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And when you scout him on tape, you see the big wind-up delivery. But one other thing I noticed, when it's time to turn it loose, to let that ball go, he gets out of his hands quickly at that point and gets from A to B, B being the receiver, with some dispatch.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it... Moves the sticks.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On the ground with a tight end. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Winston now to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hey, let's go, let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready? Blue lady. Green, triple C.
3rd and goal. Winston. This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. 4th down. Winston. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. To throw is Winston. fighting through. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Crawford able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Winston. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Deion Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. On third down, it's Barber, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Winston keeps it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Jameis to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to get up as he's across the 4. Receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Winston from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Winston now. His throw incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. He's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and they will take a 7-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up on Levante David. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll go on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. And
that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On third down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here's Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jameis now on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. The 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here's Ryan to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
To throw, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. 3rd and long for Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Easy.
Winston here to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Airing this one out for... That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 45 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about the highway, man.